Hey, good morning, guys. I know it's been like 3 weeks, so y'all just kind of bear with me. I'm gonna try to make this quick. No surprise, I actually have a lot that I would like to share, which that's not weird, right? Because I haven't been on here in some weeks. I feel like the only good update I have for y'all is I've been using Luster's pink lotion on my hair, and it's just, you know, that's what my mom used to use on her when we was little, and I'm like loving it. But I'm just kidding. I have all kinds of updates, but I'm probably gonna just do this video first. Where have I been? Because I gotta keep everything under 15 minutes so I can upload it properly. And then I actually have like 3 separate words too, right? So I'm actually trying to film as much as I can before we go to church this morning. I also kind of want to say, like, I have been doing things that I had stopped doing, and it has been bringing a tremendous amount of joy into my life, right? So let's just kind of go back. Every time I take a break from here and I get back on, I tell you, I feel like it's been like weeks and weeks and weeks, or months and months and months, but it's literally only been like 2.5 to 3 weeks since I last made a video. Anyways, around inauguration time, I really just started to be so confused, right? And so then I started second guessing my discernment, second guessing my gift, and like, it was a couple times I was about to just delete all my YouTube prophetic words, right? Because I was just kind of like, I don't think this is me, God. And even understanding that, like, this morning when I was talking to him, I really do be like, I'm good on that, and like just dip out, right, when stuff get a little hard or difficult or challenging, or when I'm getting tested, right? And so I was, one, embarrassed. Okay, I'm gonna just be honest on this video. Embarrassed because, like, I felt like everything that I thought God was telling me, like, it felt like a huge miss, right, with a lot of things. And I was just like, well, that didn't happen. So I'm just clearly, you know, like, maybe it's a whole spirit on these YouTube prophetic words that just got everybody tricked, fooled, you know, like, is this a delusion? Like, you know. So I was like, I think I'm done with the prophetic words. So I didn't want to get on for that. And then also, I always tell y'all, I know, like, when I'm not in a place to even share, whether that is writing or speaking. And I had definitely been in that place for 3 weeks because I had been so confused, because I had been like, I don't know about this, like, you know. So I knew I couldn't get on here and talk to y'all anyways. It wasn't even that I wasn't still having dreams. Now, this is something, like, I need everybody to understand. I always have dreams. I've been having dreams my whole life. It just wasn't until recently then I was like, oh, God be speaking to me in some of these, you know, like, understanding some of our dreams are from him. Some of them are from the devil. And so that's what was tripping me up, because I was like, who sent this one? That's why I was struggling about my discernment. And then some of it is literally like when I'm in a place like I have been the last 3 weeks where I'm just totally consumed, when I'm totally consumed by my own thoughts. When I sleep at night, which isn't peaceful sleep at all, because it's like I've had a lot of restlessness here lately. But when I sleep at night, my dreams are really just like everything I've been thinking about just in a dream. So understand that I've always known that, right? But when I decided to do prophetic words, it's because I thought I was at a place where I knew, like, which ones were from God, where I needed something, where it was a message, and I knew I needed to share with other people. So let's just kind of get that out the way. But so when things did not come to pass the way that I thought, and that's important when I just said the way that I thought they would, y'all know, like around December, even in January, like even now, it's just kind of like, I had got to the point, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, because I know that we overcome the enemy by the word of our testimonies, right? So I was like, I don't even want any type of ounce of prophecy no more, God. Like, I was jokingly telling that to my mom and my cousin. I was like, can you give me tongues or something? Because the prophecy one is way too, it's so heavy, right? And it's one of those things, like, y'all saw how they started attacking pretty much everybody. Like, they couldn't wait to attack certain individuals, you know. I'm not gonna go on all that, but like how they start coming for people. And it was like, for me, I'm like, one, I don't want to get nothing wrong. Two, I don't want to be out here misrepresenting God, because I know he don't play about that. Like, it's a special place in hell for false prophets, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, I don't want to be out here like missing, you know. So that, I felt like I needed to sit myself down. That's one thing. Two, understanding, like, even this morning and talking to God, he sat me down as well. Like, it wasn't just to me, like, and because it's a lot to it. Like, and part of me was also like, I don't even want you to use me, because like my life literally still looks nothing like what I thought was about to happen. And so it's kind of like, I've been, you know, sacrificing so much, working so hard, and it's like, for what? I'm not gonna lie to y'all, like, that's how I was feeling. And I know that's wrong, and I've had to repent, but I was really frustrated because like, y'all don't know what I have had to give up, and like the stuff that I have just gone through. Like, we never know what any of us have to give up or go through, right? But in my mind, I'm thinking like, you know, God, I really thought, not that I was doing it for a reward, because I had to get to that point too. Like, the things I gave up in sincerity, because I knew God wanted me to give them up, and, you know, different things. But it was kind of like, you know, I'm out here trying to be like faithful and obedient and stuff, and I just feel stupid. And I was like, and so I kind of would rather just do my own thing. Okay, so even in the last 3 weeks, me trying to do my own thing, I still wasn't running back to like old stuff, which kind of threw me off, because I was like, okay, clearly I am different though, because and even the things that I tried to do that was like old Megan ways, I found absolutely no peace, no fulfillment. And so once you know peace, like when you know peace, like, listen, that's what you want. You want the real peace, okay? And so those things weren't even doing it for me. Like, and then it got to a point where I was just like, clearly I just need to go talk to God, because that's the only thing that makes me feel better, right? And so I was trying to like really throw a tantrum with him low key too. Like, no, I'm not doing nothing that I know you told me to do, because you got me out here looking stupid, which he don't, which we're gonna get to all that. He don't have me out here looking stupid. Megan got me out here looking stupid, okay? And then you kind of get a little frustrated with him, because you're like, why you let me do all this for so long? Like, why you let me believe this, and that ain't what you really got for me? Like, if y'all know, you know, okay? Like, you ain't gotta comment below like whether or not you understand what I'm saying, because if you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. But that's just kind of where I was at. And so I was like, I don't know about this prophecy thing. Oddly enough, the other day I was about to get on here and delete all my videos, and this gentleman, he left like the most unnecessary comments. God bless you though, sir. And when he did that, it's so crazy to me, because it feel like I gotta really come against something to like know if I want to like fight for it, which I needed to say that out loud just then. But when he did that, like, something in me was like, whoa, like, no, like, and I was trying to defend in my head, because I'm not gonna argue with nobody on the internet, but I was trying to defend in my head, you know, like, why this is true, and how I know for sure that this is a thing, and God does this and this and this. And it was kind of like, so if I'm defending it now, why was it a point where I was like ready to let it go? And even me saying that, y'all don't understand. So like, I'm at a point in my life right now where most days I wake up and it's like, I don't know if I want to laugh, cry, scream. Like, I have been feeling every emotion known to man because of like what's going on in my life right now. Like, when I tell y'all my life look like a movie. And so I'm finally at a place like the last couple of days where it's like me understanding like God gonna be God no matter how things play out. And he has, y'all ever like gone through some stuff and you look back, because hindsight is always 20/20, and you like, wow, that really did work out the way it was supposed to. Like, even though in that test, in that trial, it didn't feel like it. And like, if you've ever had to let something go and you didn't understand why, like, you might not have known until years later. Like, I trust and believe that that is the case in my life, no matter what is going on. But like right now, I'm just too in it to like, I don't have hindsight. Like, I'm in it, so I don't, do y'all get what I'm saying? And so I kind of just wanted to give y'all an update, because I don't ever think it's fair to get on here and y'all don't know like where I've been. And so with that, God was telling me this morning the same way, because this is now like the second or third time I've disappeared and like popped back up to do videos. And when I pop back up, I don't pop up and just give y'all one. I pop up with like 3 or 4. And so he was telling me this morning, like, that's what he's still doing. Like, I still believe I'm about to just pop up, you know, with all these things he's promised me. That hasn't left, but it was, you know, me trying to force it to be how I thought it should be, how I thought it should look, in the pride and stuff. Like, he been doing me, and we're gonna get to that in the other videos. But yeah, and so it's interesting. So I want to hit on a couple more things. I see I only got like 5 minutes until it ends, so I'm not even gonna try to get into the word in this video. But I don't know what I'm gonna call this one. I guess update, and it's gonna be a play on words, but if I did that, this would have to be part 1. So this is just gonna be an update. I'm still single, clearly, okay? And by single, I mean not married, but I'm also like single. So anywho, if in case anybody was wondering, because y'all know I've been out here like just, you know, standing on faith, like it's my season for that. And I still believe that. It's just not what I thought it would be, or even who which is crazy. Like, I'm out here thinking, I don't even want to share too much with y'all, honestly, because I feel like when I get on here and speak publicly, that's why I be looking stupid. Because, you get what I'm saying? Like, in some instances, you should stand on faith and stuff. And then some, like, when you just speaking on what you think and what you want and it don't come to pass, and you out here looking stupid because you was trying to, you know, be God. Which, again, we're going to get to all that in other videos. So, single. He has been showing me people's hearts for me. And, again, this is all going to come into the other videos that I have. And that's something that bothered me in what I was trying to force, because it was kind of like, do you not know my heart? Like, you know? And so here lately, especially the last few days, like, I had so much breakthrough. Like, all I've been doing is crying and releasing. Like, so, but he been showing me people's hearts. And I mean, like, people's hearts, like the people who know my heart, you know, like whose hearts love my heart no matter what. You know, no matter how I mess up, none of my flaws. And that can be for any type of relationship, okay? So I wanted to tell y'all, don't take that for granted. I have taken my friends who know me the best for granted. I take my family, cousins who are like my best friends for granted, because they know my heart. And I don't know if that's a part of the control piece, because I can push those people away. I push a lot of people away, okay? My pride and stuff, trust issues, all kinds of stuff, it pushes people away. And so I kind of, like, I know God is still using me. Don't be that girl, okay? And I'm not gonna be on here crying, but it really kind of stinks when you look back and you like, why wasn't I enjoying the people that God gave to me? And you'll get in your head so much, or the enemy will get in your head so much, where you like, I'm so like, I don't need nobody. That's something else he been dealing with me about. But it been kind of making me upset the last few days, because it's like, why do I push away the people who know my heart? Why do I do that? I don't know. But that's something. Don't be that person. Don't take nobody for granted. Springtime. Listen, I'm telling y'all, all I do is cry. And it could be hormones. I'm not pregnant. Well, spiritually, yeah. But y'all get what I'm saying. But that's real deal. Like, that's really what he's been dealing with me about. We getting ready to go to church. But he really has created people who, like, will see your heart, know your heart, and, like, they understand you. Like, my friend sent me the sweetest message, because I just felt the need to apologize. Because I've been like this for years. Like, you know, like, that's how I am. And she was like, you know, we know, Megan, like, we love you. And my cousins is the same way. Like, I've been apologizing, and everybody that I felt the need to apologize for, they all reacted the same way. Like, you know, we know, and I'm not saying it's okay that, you know, I behave like that, but there's really people out here who gonna love you unconditionally, who really know your heart. Like, even when you're out here tripping, pushing them away and all that, like, they still love you. And usually that's just like your parents, you know, or like your siblings. Everybody else don't gotta love you like that. Your family really don't even gotta love you like that, right? Jesus loves you like that. So I guess what I'm saying is, when you have people in your life who love you like how Jesus loved you, like when he allows that love for you to be in their hearts, because sometimes, you know, we be loving folks and we don't want to. Like, don't take that for granted, and pay attention to the folks where you're like that. And there's a difference between that and toxicity. Another thing I've been learning is I be trying to blame everything on the devil and everybody else, when really it be me. Like, I could really give y'all a bulleted list of like everything I've been learning the last 3 weeks. So even in my distractions, God has been dealing with me. Like, even the stuff I was trying to run to and to avoid him and all of this, like, I was still met with correction. Like, you can't get out of what God is going to do, like, or the timing of it all, okay? And so the last thing, it felt like springtime, because I'm not making videos on all these things, but like 2 Sundays ago, I was telling my mama, like, it feel like it's supposed to be warm outside, and I couldn't understand why I was feeling like that. Definitely physically, a change of seasons is coming, but spiritually, you know, like the stuff that's going on, my emotions, the cycles I've been in for years, like, I'm like, this happens when tornadoes are coming. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's springtime. So with that, I'm gonna stop this video so I can upload it, and then I'm gonna go into the first word. Okay, so I love y'all, and just that's where I have been.